We've got a great edition coming up tonight. We're talking about tornado damage claims. Of course, we had the show on a couple of weeks ago where we discussed the same sort of thing, and we had a lot of callers, Kirby, that wanted to ask questions, and we still have a lot of information that we want to provide our viewers. You know, a tragedy, but people are left with a mess. They're left with questions. How do I file insurance claims? What does the insurance company owe me for? And getting contractors, and what happens if you have a problem with your contractor. Call us tonight. We'll talk about it. We want to help you. 741-7474 is our number. Of course, our show will be on right after the news. So stay tuned for Law Call.
This is Fox 6 WBRC Law Call.
Hello and welcome into Law Call tonight. Each week we have attorneys on from across the area to take your legal questions and provide some great insight onto your legal problems and questions. Tonight we're talking about tornado damage claims. Our phone lines are open, so if you have a question, give us a call. 741-7474 is our phone number. Before we head to the phones, we're going to show you what's coming up the next few weeks ahead. Now, September 25th will be bankruptcy, October 2nd, nursing home negligence, and October 9th will be asbestos exposure. And remember, Kirby and Ken, they both have new addresses that you can email them questions. Kirby's is Kirby@LawCallTV.com, and Ken Riley is Ken@LawCallTV.com. So remember those, and if you have a question that you'd like to talk to them about or some more in-depth information you need from them, they'd be happy to answer your email. So feel free to shoot them an email. On our panel tonight, though, our host attorney is Kirby Farris. He's with the law firm of Farris, Riley, and Pitt here in Birmingham, and good to see you.
Good to see you. Tiffany, on those email addresses.
Yes.
Someone in our office is going to be sending out blast emails with information about the show and different things, different topics.
Yeah.
So please give us, shoot us some emails and let us get back with you, and we'll start sending some information via email.
All right.
Email sites.
Good deal. But we've got a wonderful show because this obviously affects a lot of folks that are in our viewing area. We're talking about the tornadoes from April and claims, tornado damage claims, and how to get your money back, or if you're in the middle of the process and you're confused on which way to turn. Hopefully we're going to give you some wonderful insight tonight.
Yeah, we've got some great information, some people for you to contact, some numbers for you to call if you need certain help, and we've got a great friend with us. Bennett Long is with us tonight, and let me tell you just a little bit about Bennett. He got his teeth cut on the Katrina storm damage. So this guy's been through the fire a few times. We're lucky to have him with us. He's working down in Tuscaloosa. He has an offices in New Orleans, Mobile, Tuscaloosa. He's down there, he's helping people, and he knows what to do with storm damage claims.
Good to have you here.
Thank y'all for having me.
Well, tell the folks that are watching, okay, you're a family man, you've got a wife and a couple of kids.
I do.
And you're practicing, though, this type of law to help folks. Talk about what you're seeing through helping folks with some of their claims and the benefit you're receiving.
Well, actually, I've been where a lot of you are, unfortunately. In 2004, obviously, Hurricane Ivan hit the Gulf Coast. In 2005, Katrina followed shortly thereafter. I was in law school during that time period, and I got out in 2005 and immediately stepped into an insurance claim dispute with my family business. We were in the marina business in Orange Beach, Alabama. We had a massive claim from Hurricane Ivan. A year after the claim, we were unfortunately still dealing with the repercussions and dealing with insurance companies and their inability to reimburse us properly and to get the claim settled. So I kind of learned trial by fire, and after several years we were able to get the claim handled. But it was at that point that I realized it's a very complicated process, and it's a process of which most people don't have experience in, and they really need help.
Yeah, and dealing with contracts and all that kind of stuff.
That's correct.
Well, is there any one thing, if there's a blanket problem that you see real common with the folks that are recovering from the April tornadoes in our area, is there one common theme that you're seeing folks have problems with? Absolutely,
and that's going to be underpayment of claims in general. Unfortunately, insurance companies are just like us right now. They're very stretched. There's a lot going on, not only in the state, but in the nation with catastrophic claims everywhere. They're stretched thin. They have adjusters that aren't properly trained. They have having to employ people that were in a different profession prior to the storm, and now they're trying to adjust someone's loss. So underpayment of claims is the biggest problem we're seeing, bar none.
Well, what are their options if someone's watching tonight and they feel like they've had their claim processed and they are not satisfied with what they've received, or they feel like they haven't been compensated enough? Do they have options? Is there something that you can do?
Absolutely. There are always options. In Alabama, unlike many states, there's a 6-year statute of limitations on breach of contract. So these claims can be reopened no matter if they've settled, no matter if you've sold the property, no matter if the property's been torn down. You can reopen the claim to make sure it was paid properly. And in order to ensure that you're paid properly, it takes many experts, not only attorneys and a dedicated legal team, but also expert adjusters, engineers when needed, accountants when need be for business interruption claims. So there is a way to reopen it and do so in a very amicable manner.
Bennett, we're seeing some of those claims in our office, of course, now. Why don't you tell the folks a little bit about, if you're having a problem, what do you need to bring with you when you come to see a lawyer?
First thing you need to bring is a declaration page of your policy. Most policies, it's either 1 or 2 pages, and it sets forth the different coverages for the different covered perils, and it breaks down whether you have contents coverage, where you have a living expense, and most importantly, it sets forth the limits on your coverage A dwelling, which is damage to structure and damage to structures attached to the structure. In addition to that, you need to bring in any correspondence you've had with the insurance company, in particular the adjuster's estimate. And their adjuster's estimate is just that. It's an estimate. It's their opinion of value. It's not the give-all, be-all. It can be interpreted different ways. So that is their opinion, and in order for your attorney to help you gather their opinion, you need to see what their opinion was at the time so you can have a basis to reestablish the claim.
All right, we've got Sandy on the line. She wants to ask you a question. Hey, Sandy, you're in Birmingham tonight?
Yes.
Hey there.
How you doing?
Hey,
We're
Sandy.
Good. Go ahead.
Hey, Sandy.
Yes, I was wondering, okay, if you filed for FEMA and FEMA unpaid you too. They paid you for somewhere to stay but not for personal belongings, and you was demolished.
Okay, are you understanding her question?
I'm understanding her question.
Okay.
Now, Sandy, let me get this straight. Did you have insurance with a first-party property insurance carrier? Did you provide it? Did you have insurance, and meaning you bound with a policy and were paying a premium?
Yes, I had. No, I didn't have no insurance.
Okay. Well, FEMA obviously is an alternative to insurance. When people do not have insurance, FEMA is there to help them. And FEMA does not have a lot of the provisions that a traditional insurance policy will have, such as additional living expense and contents insurance. So if I was you, I'd consult a FEMA representative or maybe someone in the SBA to see if they can help you.
This may be a random question, but is the cutoff for all filing, is that kind of, we passed all of that?
For FEMA?
For FEMA, yeah.
My understanding, and again, I'm not well versed in FEMA claims, but it is kind of a escalating timeline, and to my understanding, they have extended it numerous times and will continue to do so.
Okay. I know a topic that a lot of our viewers watching may want to know a little bit more about is dealing with contents claims. How do you go about that, making sure that you are reimbursed for your TV and your DVD and the things that you lost within your house?
The first thing you have to remember is that no matter what the condition of your property, it must be in pre-loss condition for it not to be claimed, meaning if you have a table that has a scratch on it, that's not pre-loss condition, it should be claimed. So you have to be open-minded about certain things and the ability for you to put together a list. You need to go through in-depth, look at old family photos from your Christmas or other occasions where people were in the house, and you can see your contents that you may have. But the most important thing is coming up with a good contents list. And to do that, you have to be very well organized. What my partners have done over the years is we've established our own spreadsheet that breaks down each area in a house, say the living room, and it goes through what most people would have in a living room. On our living room database, we have probably 40 to 50 items that you can check down. And you know, for one, did you have it? Secondly, was it damaged? If it was damaged, what is the replacement cost? Okay. And so forth. So it's all about being very accountable, and documenting your damages.
Bennett, talk to the folks just a minute about replacement cost insurance versus ABC insurance.
Well, actual cash value, as Kirby is insinuating, is it's only going to reimburse you for what the value of the property is at the time of loss. Now, replacement cost is completely different. If you had a 20-year-old roof and it was damaged 50%, you're going to be able to have a brand new roof replaced. It's going to replace what a new one would cost. It's not insuring it for the depreciated value.
Okay, all right. Diane's on the line from Cava Heights. Hey, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Hey.
Hi, Diane.
Thanks for calling.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. You have a question for Bennett tonight?
Yes. My house was damaged on the roof on the 27th. April, is it April?
Yes, ma'am.
27th, and tree fell on it, and so I had the insurance people come out here, and my insurance was $2,000 deductible.
Okay.
And so, but my and my roof was about 13 years old or so. Can't tell exactly how much right now. I have to wait till I look at something. But anyway, they didn't put a new roof on my house. They just give me enough money to put a half a roof.
And you want to know if that's right, or if...
I want to know, the contractors say, 2 contractors have said that they should pay me for a whole roof because there was shingles off on both sides. Plus, there was hail damage.
Sure, okay.
Classic example.
All right.
That's correct.
What are your thoughts on hearing Diane's dilemma?
Well, unfortunately, I hear that almost every day, that they're trying, and saying the insurance companies, which are businesses, they're in business to make money, just like any business, they try to pay just enough to pacify the insured. And the vast majority of the time, you're entitled to a complete roof, not a half a roof. There's only very certain scenarios that I've seen that would justify the insurance company allowing to pay half a roof. It's hard for one to match shingles. Alabama has what's called a matching law. They actually don't take a clear stance on it. Some other states do, and that allows insurance companies to only replace half the roof or half the siding on the house where it was damaged and not the other. And as you can imagine, and siding as an issue, the color, if it's been many years sitting in the sun, trying to match it, just as similar would be to a shingles, it's a very visible difference. So I would recommend that you consult an attorney and see if their damage experts and their staff can assist you in getting a full roof.
All right. Good luck to you, Diane. Thank you for your call tonight. We appreciate it. We are discussing about tornado damage claims. So if you have a question related to that, give us a call. 74174 is our number. We'll be right back with more of your calls and questions.